200 years ago, in an old homestead near Mount Harmony, lived a beautiful young woman named Mary Fields. Every man for miles around wanted her for his wife, but she only cared for Tim Dickens, who, like herself, was young and handsome. The wedding day was set, the big cabin was made ready, and the marriage took place. The young couple seemed to be ideally happy. Some of Mary's many admirers were very disappointed over her choice of Tim Dickens. One man especially seemed broken-hearted. His name was Jake Williams. He was an odd person who never forgot anyone who got in his way. As the months passed, he got worse. He wouldn't talk to anyone, was always in the woods, and people saw less and less of him. Soon he was a type of wild man, bearded and dirty, with clothes and rags and eyes that looked like a maniac. While in Fairmont one day, Williams saw the young wife alone and started at once to run toward the river and the ferry to take him across to Palatine and the road for Mount Harmony. He ran all the way to Dickens's farm and then went into the woods nearby and got a scythe that he had placed there long before. Like some wild animal, he crept up on Dickens, who was hoeing corn in his big cornfield. However, Tim's dog saw him and started to bark. Tim looked around just in time to see the wild-looking madman coming at him with a scythe. He started to run for the house, with Williams close behind him. He got as far as the well when he tripped, and before he could get up, Williams was on top of him. Now he had to fight for his life, and some fight it was. But he finally got the scythe away from Williams, and with one big swing cut off his head, which rolled into the well. Horrified at what had happened, he carried the body deep into the woods and hid it under the brush. He never said anything to his wife about the fight, and even killed a young pig and threw it into the well to keep anyone from using the water. 2 weeks passed. No one missed Mr. Williams, much because of his strange ways, and soon he was forgotten, or believed to have left the neighborhood. However, he was anything but gone, and soon everyone was to know of him in a different way. Without any warning, Tim Dickens sold the farm and took his wife, who in those 2 weeks seemed to have aged 20 years, and moved to the far west, never to be heard from again. The new owner of the farm was a very good man by the name of Stutler, who didn't stay long before he moved. This was the story he told. Every night at 8:30, when the moon was full, he would hear a deep voice call out, "Where is my head?" From down in the abandoned well, an answer would come, "Down here, in the well." Then the deep voice would say, "Where? I can't find the well." Then, after a short pause, the voice would start all over and would be repeated over and over all night long until the full moon would disappear the next morning. This went on for years. Nobody would live in the house any length of time, and the farm was soon reclaimed by the woods.